Well, welcome back. So in the previous video, I talked to you about sketching out whatever it is you're trying to build. So you have a visual map, so to speak, to be able to follow to build out your assets. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about organizing your content. So yeah, I know you're saying, wait, Deanna, when are you going to show me how to build stuff in Kajabi? Just bear with me because I really believe in proper preparation. You know how the rest of that goes, right? So this is one of my favorite tips because I think far too often people get into Kajabi and they've got videos over here and their website content over there and all the images for their product thumbnails over here. So I want you to start organizing your files into folders for all of your Kajabi products. So the thing that's really important to understand, and it is a tad bit frustrating, I will not lie to you, is those of you who have worked with WordPress know that WordPress creates something called the media library. Well, Kajabi doesn't do that. So you basically need to create your media library in Dropbox or Google Drive. Now, I'm really going to recommend you use one of those two options and not your hard drive. One, because they're stored in the cloud, and that way, if your hard drive goes belly up, you didn't lose all your content, right? The other thing is, I think you will find in certain circumstances, uploading your content from Dropbox or Google Drive, especially your videos, will happen much faster if they're stored on Dropbox or Google Drive. So if you have problems uploading video, you remember what I just said. So let me share with you what I do. So if you remember from one of the previous videos, I kind of gave you an overview of how Kajabi is laid out, where we have our website, products, marketing, and our people. Well, I sort of just created exactly that same structure under a special folder in my Dropbox. Now, I happen to use Dropbox where I do have it synced on my hard drive, but everything in this file is automatically synced to the cloud. So it's always accessible for me. So here I have my website, products, marketing, and people. I would organize my content then under website, for example, my homepage, my blog, my services, and my about page, or any additional pages that you might have in your website. So that means now under my homepage, I keep copy of all of my text content. It doesn't matter if it's Kajabi or WordPress or any other tool. Don't ever create your content in the tool. You want to create your content in a Word doc or a Google doc and then copy and paste it in. Trust me, it'll save you a world of anguish if something happens to your internet connection while you're typing and you lose everything that you were typing directly in there. Then I also have all my images and any video assets that would be related to my homepage. So you can just kind of see here, that just means that everything is completely organized. And as I'm working in Kajabi and I need to upload or access any of these assets, I have one folder to go to and the subfolders to go to. Now products, I would do them exactly the same way. I would say, for example, I have product A, and I would organize my folders by the content in that program. So this, for example, might be a course. So I have module 1, module 2, module 3, and then module 1, lesson 1, module 1, lesson 2, module 1, lesson 3. Trust me, setting this stuff up ahead of time is going to save you a ton of time. So here, what I would typically do is any of the downloads, whether it's a PDF or an audio file, I would put in my downloads folder, and my videos I would store in my video folder. So again, we're just keeping everything organized and all in one place. Now, under marketing, and I haven't set anything up here, but I would do this, for example, by pipeline or launch. So let's just start out in saying that I am going to have a launch this month, and it's going to be the membership launch. So in here, under the membership launch, I would start to build out all of the folders. So I would have in here my sales copy, sales page images, sales page videos. So that way I've got everything in here that is related to building out my pipeline for my launch. You would also maybe have, as I pointed out in the previous video about mapping out your pipeline, you might want to keep a PDF copy of your diagram of your pipeline in this folder. The idea is to make sure that you're organizing all of those assets for your Kajabi site, where you're going to make it super, super easy to access all of your content. When it comes to people, and I will tell you, I did this whether I was using ConvertKit or ActiveCampaign. I download a copy of my email list every month, just in case. And like I said, I'm not saying that I'm worried about Kajabi, because I did it with every other program as well. And I'll tell you, I had a friend who was using, I can't even remember the name of the email service, but she was using, I think it was GetResponse. Anyway, she was using another email service, and somehow her email list got deleted, and she did not have a copy. So I highly recommend you put on your monthly to-do list to download your people list off your Kajabi site. So I hope that's helpful. Like I said, it's going to save you tons of time to make sure all of your assets are in one place that you can go to, and it is going to make it super, super easy to upload, especially larger video files, if you upload them directly from Dropbox or Google Drive.